you so much.
Welcome to the Joy Spence after
I
this
appreciate
home
it.
experience.
It's absolutely amazing, isn't it?
It is.
I'd like to just take the opportunity to welcome you to this particular discussion. And I know it's over 25 years since you've been in the business, but we want to go back as far as we possibly can to early days. Where did you grow up and what was life like for you? What were your dreams and aspirations?
Well, I grew up in Kingston, although I was born in Manchester, but we moved to Kingston at about age 2. And I attended micro-practicing primary. Then I went to Holy Childhood High School, and that's where I fell in love with chemistry because of my chemistry teacher.
Right.
So I decided that I wanted to become the best chemist there is in the world. And so I pursued a degree in chemistry at the University of the West Indies, where I graduated with a BSc in first class honors. At that point, I thought I probably would be in a research laboratory.
Yes.
But I actually went back to my alma mater and did a stint of teaching in chemistry for the upper school. Then I lectured at the College of Arts, Science and Technology.
No, you take.
No, you take.
Yes.
And decided that I wanted to get some manufacturing experience. So I joined Tia Maria as a research chemist.
Ah.
Then I became very bored because it was a one-product operation.
Yes.
And Gira Navy is right next door to Tia Maria. So in my hours of boredom, I'd look across the fence and I would see tankers rolling in, people looking very busy. And I said, oh, that's a very interesting place to work.
Right.
So I sent in my resume and they invited me over for an interview. They interviewed me and said, well, actually, we do not have a position available, but we were so impressed with your resume. So I left and I said, okay, nothing tried, nothing done.
Nothing done indeed. And this was 1981.
1981.
Good, yes.
So 2 weeks later, they called me and said, we created a position for you, the position of chief chemist. And this is when I fell in love with rum, because I never drank rum before that time. And so I started to work with the previous master blender and became so fascinated with the whole art of blending and sensory analysis. And this is what led me to where I am today.
How were you able to navigate your way through this particular industry that is considered a male-dominated profession?
Well, first of all, I understudied the previous master blender for 17 years.
Yes.
So everyone in the industry knew that I was understudying him. So when he retired, I was appointed master blender. And it was at that point in time where we did our research that we realized that there was no other female in the entire world that was a master blender.
Right.
And I said to myself, I never thought that I would, you know, have accomplished anything as great as this, being the first woman to actually shatter the glass ceiling for other women.
Right. How did that make you feel after being appointed the first female master blender?
You know, I didn't believe it at first, you know. I
Right.
said, I wonder if they had the research right, you know, because I was never ever looking at that when I was working with the previous master blender and understanding him. I just wanted to become the best blender there is.
Right.
And it was very proud to be a Jamaican woman having achieved this.
And so a rare 25-year-old rum, aptly named after you, Joy. Tell us about that and what went into that and how did you feel about having a beverage being named after you?
I selected my favorite 25-year-old pot still rum. So it became the heart and soul of the blend because it had this amazing orange peel, nutmeg and ginger notes. And I combined it with other rums to create this magnificent blend. So overall, this rum now has the amazing orange peel top note intertwined with ginger, nutmeg and spice, finishing with warm vanilla, coffee and coconuts with this amazing brown sugar finish. Just absolutely delicious.
But how does it feel to be described as a visionary craftswoman extraordinaire?
It's a humbling feeling,
Yes.
it's a proud feeling, and importantly, I like to, you know, encourage young women who are looking at a profession to think outside the box and to look at how you can apply chemistry in very interesting fields such as the one that I am in.
I know that the words that you've given will no doubt empower so many lives in a profound way. So thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you for having me on your program.